I don't know if you know this or not, but we're finally getting close to the release of Disney's Snow White. It comes out next week, March 21st. We finally get to see what this movie can do, and it's not looking like it's going to do very much. They finally released pre-tickets, so you can get your pre-sales now, and they put a little trailer out here, and of course, it's not going good. Once again, they're hiding comments. You can go over here and look at them, view the hidden replies, and it's just everybody making fun of the movie, saying no, 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 boo, go away, ew, laughing, and so on and so on and so on. And they're even hiding Sonic emojis or Sonic GIFs. So this is a go get your tickets now trailer. And it's not just over here on Twitter where they can actually control the comments. I'm surprised they don't control them on YouTube. They just kind of let YouTube roll, which is strange considering that, you know, they kind of regulate their posts over on X so hard, but they don't do anything to the YouTube. It's really weird. The YouTube channel got immediate backlash. This has only been out for 1 day, 41,000 views, ratioed already. And, of course, all of the comments are exactly what you would expect. Everybody making fun of it. If a movie premieres and no one sees it, does it make a sound? Like, all of the comments are trashing the movie, which is no surprise. We see it every time, every single time. But they made this get your tickets now trailer once again, doing the same shit that they've been trying to kind of roll back to make this feel like it's some kind of tribute to the animation version, and that's just not what it is. And we know that's not what we know it's not that. We know that it's some kind of bastardization. It's taking the original and turning it into something for modern audiences, and that's not what people are wanting. But if you look at this trailer, kind of looks like it's just the old movie, doesn't it? They didn't really show you anything out of place. That she's actually a resistance fighter now, and it's not really Prince Charming. It's some dude that runs a rebellion and shit like that. That's not what people are looking for. There's a reason that all of these, and this doesn't even have anything to do with Rachel Zegler. There's a reason that all these live-action remakes are starting to fall off a cliff, because they take them and they modernize them. They even did it with Mufasa by making the bad guy lions white. They changed it so that Mufasa wasn't born from nobility. He's actually just a poor little old lion. So it's such a joke, man. People are sick of it. That's why they're not making the money that they used to. When they first came out, they made a lot of money. And that's because, you know, they got people. They thought they were all going to be just live-action versions, one-to-ones, and that's just not what it was. Even in Aladdin, Jasmine was made Sultan. Like, that was her dream as a little girl, to be Sultan. Seen the original, she was never talking about that shit. But now she has more agency. Oh, wow, that makes it better. So, here's the funny thing. Disney Springs, which is kind of Disney's big theater, Disney Springs AMC, if you've ever been out to Disneyland, or is it Disney World? It's Disneyland, I think, right, in California? If you've ever been there, Disney Springs is like their, you know how Universal has the City Walk? That's basically their City Walk. And it's a bunch of Disney stores and other stores. It's like a little Disney mall. But there are other stores there, but there's a movie theater there too. And they're not putting a lot of stock into this, which is what I'm kind of surprised about. In fact, they're dedicating minimal screens to it, almost like they know no one's going to want to see this shit. I wonder what they'll put in. Like, I don't think there's anything else coming out against this movie. It really kind of has its own window. Captain America's already dead. That movie's done. No one's watching that anymore. By the way, that movie's not making any money. I might talk about that later. But look at this. This is from Disney Springs. Thursday night previews, I believe. And nobody You got dine-in delivery to seat. Yeah, you can have like a meal and shit. Like, that's kind of cool. I like that. When you get like meals delivered to you, it's like, dinner and a movie. I think that's actually a good idea for theaters to do, is something like that. But yeah, you see it right here. Not a lot of screens for this movie. And when you look at the screenshots, these should have been released last week, by the way. And I'm going to guess is they didn't want weeks of this. So you're going to see this a lot over the next week of people going through and screenshotting their local theaters and showing that there's nobody buying these tickets. And it's going to be funny. And you're going to see a lot of memes. My favorite is the one where you see like Goku and Vegeta fighting in empty theaters. Let's fight somewhere where no one is. And they're fighting in an abandoned movie theater. That's probably the funniest meme that's come out of these kind of talking points, talking about these empty theaters. I love those. They're always funny to me. It's because I'm a big Dragon Ball fan. But yeah, you're going to see a lot more of these because I just don't think this movie's going to do well. Maybe it'll shock the world and bring in everybody, and they'll sell out last minute with a lot of walk-up business, which admittedly, a lot of walk-up business is still a thing, but usually when you see things like this, it usually means the movie's going to be dead and no one's going to go watch it. Rachel Zegler, she's being held from press. I imagine they might even keep Gal Gadot away from press because of the political climate. They don't want to lose any money. You really have two, and I like Gal. I actually think she's a very nice woman. So she kind of gets sucked into it. But in a lot of ways, this is Palestine versus Israel, which is a very heated subject. And that probably does have something to do with why they canceled the UK premiere. Not just Rachel, but probably her as well. Even though she doesn't say anything. She never even talks about it. Her existence is enough to piss people off. So it's this movie has so many things working against it. So many things working against it. The political shit that really doesn't even have anything to do with this movie between Miss Palestine and Miss Israel. And then you have the fact that just nobody is digging this new woke modernization of the movie. This could potentially be one of the biggest bombs ever for Disney. We'll see. The box office is not looking good. The projections, and these projections are usually pretty spot on. Sometimes they're wrong, but usually we're pretty close when they come out with this. And current projections place the film around 48 to 58 million. I think it lands somewhere in the middle. That's where I think it lands. I think it lands somewhere in the middle of that. And keep in mind, this is only for domestic. How this does worldwide, that's going to be the real question. It's going to take international sales to save this movie. It's going to take international sales. And I don't know how well that's going to go. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think about all of this. I'd like to hear from you. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell. We'll see you on the next one. Peace.